That in the Hunt column, looking in favorable schedule down the stretch, a big game against their division rivals. The Browns were sitting there at 9-3 for the first time since 1994. The Patriots, another team that's in the Hunt column, probably playing for their postseason. Honestly, on Thursday night, this is a must-win game for them. And with more and for the latest on New England's game with the Rams to kick off Week 14, here's our very own Steve Weish.
Rams head coach Sean McVay said several teams have tried to emulate the same defensive game plan against the Rams that the Patriots used when they beat the Rams 13-3 in the Super Bowl following the 2018 season. One of those teams was the Miami Dolphins, who, of course, are coached by Brian Flores, who was a defensive signal caller for the Patriots in that Super Bowl. The quarterback Jared Goff had 4 giveaways in that loss, and Rams offensive coordinator Kevin O'Connell said they expect to see some of the looks from the Patriots that they saw from the Dolphins. Now, they know they're going to get a mixed bag. The Patriots are so good at game planning week to week, and head coach Sean McVay said they are preparing for all kinds of different looks and the adjustments they'll have to make because they know the Patriots are chameleons, especially what they do on the defense that over the past few weeks has really dialed up the pressures. But that led a confident Rams quarterback Jared Goff to say, whatever they come with, we'll be ready.
I love it. They've got the defense. Maybe they found a run game. Cam Akers has really emerged and taken over backfield duties there with the Rams. Maybe that's enough. So thanks so much, Steve. Both quarterbacks have had their ups and downs all season long. Cam and the Patriots coming off an absolute blowout 45-zip win over the LA Chargers. And poor Herbo there looking like a real rookie up against Belichick. Which quarterback do you trust more on Thursday Night Football, Cam or Goff?
If I say Cam, it would be dismissive to Jared Goff and how he's playing. He hasn't been perfect, but I'd rather have Jared Goff right now. And it's unfortunate because I'm such a huge Cam fan, but Cam can't really throw the ball. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the lack of weapons around him. I don't know if it's maybe his arm or his shoulder or he's dealing with an injury and not telling us, which we've seen before. But when you look at all the statistical categories, they're pretty much last in all the major passing categories. So
in the last 4 weeks, he has 3 passes of over 20 yards. That's in a month.
5 passing touchdowns, 9 interceptions, I believe. They're last in pass attempts. They're last in pass yards. So for me, if I sit there and say, oh, here it is right here, just take a look. So if I say, hey, it's Cam Newton, I think people at home will be like, Nate, stop being so ridiculous. I know you like Cam Newton. Just be realistic. So the realistic answer is Goff. Whose team do I trust more? I trust the Patriots.
Yeah.
I really do. I trust they're coming off a huge win, which is what they needed. Just a confidence builder. I don't care who it is against. And then on top of that, I just look back at that game that Weish was talking about, that Super Bowl. I remember a very confident Sean McVay. He's walking down the field, chest out, looking around, nodding. I'm like, this dude Sean McVay is about to put in work. And he got worked. And the thing is, Bill Belichick could possibly do it again.
All right, so that was February of 2019.
Yeah.
I can assure you, Sean McVay thinks of that night every night he goes to bed. Like, and let me get my chance at him again. Let me get my chance at him
Peter,
again.
didn't you have like a fist bump with McVay on the field before that game?
Yeah, I talked to him beforehand.
How was he feeling?
Was he confident?
Yeah, come on. He was in the Super Bowl. To beat Sean Payton in New Orleans.
That was crazy. Not a good night.
Not a good night. And I think that this defense is going to have to up its game, as Wade Phillips did that night. But, Nate, to your point, like, hats off to Josh McDaniels and Cam Newton for finding a way to make this work because I don't know if Cam can throw the ball anymore. I don't know if he can throw the ball more than 15, 20 yards. And these approaches on offense are so archaic, yet also so 20-30. Like, it's all run. It's all run first, pass second. They win 45-0, and I don't think Cam Newton made one big pass the entire game. It's controlling the ball. It's controlling the clock. It's relying on defense, relying on special teams. Gunner with the big special teams player of the week. He was fantastic last week, and so was Devin McCourty returning a block kick. I'm kind of with Nate on this one. I can't say Goff. I give confidence in Goff. I'm giving Goff the rock because I've seen Goff falter in big spots before. What I can say is I know that both these teams will be extremely well coached, and Cam Newton's not going to give this game away. It's not. You're going to have to pry it from him.
Yep, you're right.
He might not be throwing the ball, but he is getting the job done, and this team just is winners of 4 of the last 5. And if there's any mental gymnastics or psyche going on here, Belichick's got an edge.
I watched their offense, and I'm like, McDaniels must not sleep. He must be up all night concocting things to make the chains move, and it's working. But as it pertains to Cam, I feel like Patriots fans, more specifically New England fans, I think they have seen this before. They have seen a big powerful, wildly charismatic MVP-type player come to town. And I have a picture of it right here. Here's Cam Newton right now for the New England Patriots. That's it. That's Shaq on the Celtics.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's Shaq on the Celtics is what we're seeing now. Now, Shaq, listen.
The Big Shamrock?
He was still the Big Shamrock. That was after the Big Cactus. He was still going for 9 and 4. He was doing his thing.
9 and 4.
A shell of himself. And if Cam is not throwing the ball downfield, it's not exactly the league MVP. Here's the problem. And I think right there he's sitting next to Luke Herringody. Yeah. The problem is that Shaq still had KG and The Truth and Ray Shuttlesworth and Jermaine O'Neal and Sasha Pavlovich and all that. I don't see those guys on the Patriots team. They put it together. They're making it work. But, like, I don't think you can N'Keal Harry and Gunnar Olszewski yourself for week after week after week. It's great. And I'm surprised because I thought they were dead. I still don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But Cam right now is the Big Shamrock on the Patriots. Boston's seen it a million times, and I just don't think that KG is walking through that door. I love him on Uncut Gems. Fantastic. But I don't think that the Patriots team is the diamond ring. I just don't.
You just made Nate so happy with that image. Why are you so happy?
Look at Shaq just gassed.
His jersey number literally was 36 when he played for this
36?
He wore some bizarre
Two big knee braces.
Like 70 are retired for that team, so it's tough off the bat. But yeah, that looks like, and Cam, I don't know. That's the best I can do. I think it's pretty accurate.
It'll be a tough night for somebody in LA tomorrow.
The big Cam Rock.
Oh yeah, the Cam
Big
Rock.
Cam Rock.
Well done. The Patriots, here's the deal. They have momentum. They're chasing a playoff spot. In the AFC, they have to run the table, though. The Rams have postseason hopes of their own. It's Thursday Night Football. Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, little Super Bowl rematch for you on Fox, on NFL Network, and, of course, streaming with lots of options for you on Prime Video. Ian Rappaport joining us right before last night's kickoff between the Cowboys and the Ravens, in which we were supposed to see Dez Bryant throw up that X and catch a touchdown. He tested positive for COVID-19 very soon before kickoff. How did the Ravens in the league handle that?
Well, what happened with this situation is really what has happened with a lot of tests. Dez Bryant got tested in the morning. You wait several hours, of course, to find out your results. But instead of finding out, yes, you're positive or yes, you're negative, the results were inconclusive for Dez Bryant, and that's why he was pulled off the field. Tested again, inconclusive. They did a point-of-care test, which takes just a couple minutes to come back, and they found him positive for COVID-19. As Dez himself tweeted at the beginning of a tweet storm that really took us on an emotional roller coaster all the way around and then back, with Dez Bryant revealing the news, then declaring he was going to quit football, then saying he was going to drink wine to cope, which, let's be real, who hasn't been there? And then saying, of course, he's not giving up on things. He just wants to be safe. Anyway, Dez Bryant did not end up playing for the Ravens last night. Officially, they ruled him as a scratch with an illness. They could not replace him on the official active roster. And then what the NFL did is what they always do in these cases, Kay, is they did contact tracing to see if he had any high-risk close contacts for a period of time without a mask. He did not, so only Dez was out, and the game was played.
People right away go to those photos of pregame, they zoom, they freeze them, and check out who he was with, who he was dapping up on the sideline. But for now, that's great news about the rest of the team and even the Cowboys side of things. Ravens have a big one against the Browns on Monday Night Football, Week 14. Thanks so much, Ian. Talk to you in a bit. No toe drag swag for Dez, huh?
No toe drag swag for Dez.